This video discusses accessing of the electronic components inside the control panel of the Harmony washer. Remove these two screws to gain access to the inside of the control panel. Place a protective cover over the top of the washer to avoid damage. Now fold the control panel over and lie it on top of the protective cover. Remove the plastic shield circled here to expose the electronic components. This is the water valve assembly, which uses DC coils. Here we see the pressure sensor. This is the electrical filter assembly. This is the brake resistor. This is the top of the line cord, which comes with its own filter attached. Remove these two screws to gain access to the brake resistor. This is a complete sealed part, and there are no user serviceable parts inside. The electrical filter is held in by one screw. It is mounted upside down to protect it from any water leakage that may occur inadvertently. Note the wiring connectors are color-coded. White goes on the right, and blacks are on the inside, as seen here. The fuse inside is not replaceable. As a general rule, whenever an electronic component has a fuse, it is most likely a sign that some other component has failed and caused the fuse to fail as well. Check other components before replacing that one. The pressure sensor is secured by these three plastic tabs. First, disconnect the wiring to the sensor, then bend them aside slightly while lifting up from the center to remove the pressure sensor. When complete, disconnect the clamp, which attaches the hose for the sensor, as seen here. You can now remove the pressure sensor. The water valve assembly consists of a valve body and 5 solenoid coils. It is only available as a complete assembly. Each solenoid controls a specific water inlet function, as illustrated here. To remove the water valve assembly, first disconnect the 5 Molex plugs from the solenoid coils. Then, using a long nose plier, remove the 2 clamps that clamp the distribution hoses to the valve assembly. Remove these 2 Phillips screws, which hold the distribution pipes in place. Now remove the 3 Phillips head screws that hold the water valve body to the washer top. You can now lift the water valve assembly and distribution pipe away from the washer. These are 2 separate parts. The inverter control board assembly is held in place by these 2 Phillips screws. It is also mounted upside down to prevent water from inadvertently entering it should a leak occur at the water valve assembly. Once removing the screws, turn the inverter over. To gain access to the electronic components, pull these plastic tabs away from the body to remove the lid. Most of the components of the Harmony washer are wired back to this inverter control board. You have a distinct advantage here of doing electrical diagnostic for many of these connectors that are illustrated here. Use your schematic to do so. Refer back to the book listed here for more detailed instructions on this. When you've completed servicing the inverter, don't forget to replace the plastic connector, dress the wires properly, and turn the inverter over and secure it back into place. This concludes this training video.